Hello and welcome. This is Nicola Arman here. I am going to dive into a bit of a day in the life of a Black Star member, scanner, hunter, explorer, whatever. I'm going to jump right into my trusty Astero. That's what I use for scanning. And I'm going to hopefully show some insight into my methodology. So here we go. Let's undock. Now, the first thing I usually do once the fucking game loads me into space, right now I'm sitting in a dark tunnel. First thing I do is I warp out to our warp out location and I cloak up. It'll take a couple seconds. There we go. So we're off scan. And remember, D-scan is your best friend. Keep it clicking, keep it checking. We see in system that we've got 3 signatures. We'll check our bookmarks. We've got DVV, UHD, so these 2 have been scanned down and still exist. We also have EHY, which is a, ooh. Do we have a tactical? No, we don't. So we're going to check out this data site. I'm going to warp at 100. And immediately I'm going to give you a little trick. I open up my bookmark location. It's going to be off this signature, EHY. And I wait till I'm around, yeah, right there. As soon as you see shit pop up on your overview, meaning that you're on grid, I slap that bookmark. And now you can see my bookmark is right here. This is the one I just created. Boom, there we go. And what did it do? It placed me warpable distance from all these things. So if somebody's running a site here, I can easily warp to the person, or warp to the can that they're working on. So that's just a quick little bookmark that we were able to create to kind of, oh, did somebody already create it? No, off EHY. I'm going to delete some of these older ones. I think that's it. I don't know what some of these are. I think these are from the other night when we were fighting some dudes and wanted to save the Rex. Alright, so now we have all these bookmarks. We know what we're doing. Let's go check the C4. Notice how I was not checking D-scan. It's something that we all should be kind of keeping in the back of our minds. Okay, we land at the C4. The first thing I do is check show info. Wormhole is beginning to decay, so that's fine. Wormhole has not had its stability significantly disrupted, and larger ships can pass through. So it is a stable hole. We're going to jump in. Okay, first thing we do, we check D-scan. And what I like to do, make sure we have a way back home. Looks like these have already been scanned. So what I do is kind of check through the SIGs real quick to make sure we have everything. Looks like HCC and NEA are counted for. OSZ, and UVX are accounted for. But we have 2 more that we do not know where they are. And as you can see, my location is here. I'm kind of in between these 2 SIGs. But if you turn around, you can see that I'm actually within this circle here, the ZJJ. So what I'll do, edit, and I'm going to name the return hole ZJJ, because nobody did. But now I see that I have this USB SIG. It's new. So as soon as I drop my cloak, I'm going to recloak, drop my probes, and I'm going to warp to one of these Astra houses to kind of get an idea. I probably should have done that first, but that's okay. And we'll start scanning this unknown signature while we warp to the Citadel to get an eye on whoever these people are. And immediately, even from here, you can show info on who the fuck these people are. So from a distance, even on DScan, you can see that this is the Codex Alliance. You can get info and you can drag this into chat if you want to share it with your Corpies. So let's get back to this USB signature. I drop my probes down 2 clicks. Whoa. And we'll try to narrow it down. Check a DScan again. These are my probes. And we'll just casually check these other citadels. It looks like they're all the same group. Yeah. So another thing, while I'm scanning, I will check to see who's inside of these citadels. This is something that we should all commonly do. Right now you can see these guys. If you click the citadel in space, it'll pop up this text and you'll see that there are 0 people in the system. So we'll go to the next one. And we'll save this new SIG that we just fucking scanned down. It's a gas site. And we're going to pull my probes out. We don't need them anymore. So we're done. System has been scanned down fully. Remember to always ignore SIGs that you have. You can Control-Shift to select them all. Right-click, ignore. We're going to check the Citadel. Looks like 0 dudes in here as well. And we'll go to the next one. If there's somebody inside, it usually piques our interest. And if someone is inside, you would pull up Pathfinder. You'd get the system. You could set the status to occupied or hostile, or just kind of mark it, saying that, hey, there's some dudes in here. We might have some action, but there's 0 guys in here. We're going to check their Fortizar last. And I didn't really have like a scope for this video. It was kind of just, I want to video myself fucking just being me. So the structure's not really here for this this little guide. But see, there's nobody in here as well, so it's an empty system. So what we can do is continue our search. Why don't we go down? Let's look at Pathfinder. Looks like we have the C3 chained, which we should be titling C3A, so we'll put an A in front of that. This is also C4A. Put an A in front of that. And this should be HiSec A. This is HiSec B. So we've already scanned down C3. Let's go to this C5. Let's see what the hell's going on over there. While I continue to post my recruitment spam. Boop. And we'll keep just checking DScan as we warp. Because you never know. As we land, we're going to check the show info. This wormhole is beginning to decay, not had its stability significantly disrupted, and it can take larger ships, so it is still stable. Jump, jump. And we'll see, I don't think anybody scanned this down, so we'll have some stuff to do. Immediately we see there's an Astra House in the system somewhere. And just by turning our camera and following the compass, you can see you're looking for little blue dots, because that's what citadels are. And it doesn't look like I see any besides. Where is the Astra House? Where are you? Where are you? There he is. Blue dot, blue dot. You can right click, show info. We can also right click from here, show info. And we can see that it belongs to the Drifter Enforcement Administration, 6 members in the corps. It's a small corps. We do not have a bookmark, so we don't want to get stuck without having a way back home. I'll just title it .home, and we'll update it later. So now I'm going to warp to that citadel at 100, cloak up, because we don't want anybody to know that we're here. And we have our return home, just in case we need to bail out of here. Corp chat. Hi. Okay, we're going to check the Citadel. Looks like 0 people are online. Cool. We're going to burn away from the Citadel, drop cloak, drop probes, and start scanning. I use the pinpoint formation. It's fucking easy as fuck. I don't even know. I'm kind of lazy when it comes to scanning. So remember, citadels can shoot you, but nobody's actually in there right now, so I'm just going to cloak up. Keep checking D-scan, and we'll start scanning these little signatures here. We've got a gas site. And remember, your overview is very important too. Like, you need to make sure you set your overview properly. I've got a ship tabs. It shows me only ships, drones, navigation, kind of everything, a little bit of everything in wormhole space. This is my emergency get the fuck out card. This is for mining. Haha. These are my moons. If I'm trying to find a POS or something, I use this to find moons. This is my fleet. This will show me all my fleet members that are near me. This is like loot and salvaging. You can obviously do this any fucking way you want, but I really enjoy having a nice list of things that I know that are my go-to tabs. Sorry, I'm like distracted by chat, of course. And hopefully we get some wormholes. We'll go to Pathfinder. We can actually see the system we're in. So now we know this is C5A. We're going to change it to A. And we can see that the statics that it has, it's just actually a C2. C2 static. So our home hole might be the static. Oh, look at this. Instrumental gas site. Very nice. Very good money. I know this is like watching paint dry, but for some of the newer guys that don't know how to scan too well, hopefully this will show you a little something, something. I set my increase and decrease to hotkeys on my mouse pad, so I can like basically just click with my one hand and reduce my probes. I also set the scan, the analyze button to my middle mouse key. It's just little tricks and shit to make things a little faster for you. Okay, we scan that down. This one's a little bit problematic, so we're gonna have to increase our... let's just do it like that. And I'll keep saving these gas sites. Sometimes I forget to do it, and I'll just do it afterwards, but... Alright. So tips for scanning. When you see big circles, it means it's anywhere inside of that circle. It could be any fucking where. It doesn't have a triangulated position. But see this one is now showing me 2 SIGs, potentially here, potentially here. This one right here is already in my probes. So if this was really it, it wouldn't show me 2 SIGs. It is definitely this one. Whoa, because your probes will pick up something. If all 8 probes are centered on something, it will give you a perfect position. This is a ghost signature because it was already in my probes and it was saying, oh, it's either here or here. Could not be here. There it is. Boom. Easy peasy. Don't get tricked by the ghost sigs, guys. Don't get tricked. Save that. Give me a wormhole, yeah. Okay, see? We got another ghost sig. 2 of them. This could not be a signature because look at the probes. They're all encompassing it. This one's a little bit more tricky. It's kind of hard to tell. I would say that this is the real one. But anyways, let's go here. Reduce. If I'm wrong, I'm just going to turn this recording off. But I know I ain't wrong. Boom, there it is. Ghost SIGs will trap you. Don't let them do it. Sorry, I should be checking D-scan. I'm being a scrub. Oh my god. So this one, I'm not even sure. Alright, so we'll warp to this at 20. Do not ever warp at 0 or 10. You will uncloak yourself. Warp at 20. 10 might seem like a good idea, but you'll see that sometimes it'll drop you right in decloak range with 10 kilometers. So we've warped to this is where we are right now. It says the wormhole is reaching end of life. This is an EOL hole. It could close now, it could close within the next 4 hours. And it's not been disrupted. Larger ships can pass through. So we're going to save it. Click save. We are in the C5A. And we are going to this. What shit, I didn't even read it. D364 is, now I can't remember these signals all the time, but I can see right here, C2. So I'm going to say C2 EOL. I'm not going to mark it with a name like a C2A because nobody's probably going to go in here. And the signature is LOM. There we go. So now we know, don't go in there. It's EOL. It's risky. And this is their static, so we might not actually find another wormhole in here. We got one last sig. Oh, yeah. So, oh no, we have one more over here. 2 more. So what I can do is assume that this signature right here is the home hole. See how close it is to the bookmark? So we're going to rename it .c5a. This is our return. So .c5a to what? Where the fuck are we going? We're going to C4a. C4a. The signature is YWX. Cool. We've got these 2 more sigs over here that we're going to check out. Please be more fucking wormholes. Don't let this be a dead end. I'll be sad. I will cry. We've got a gas site. Whatever. I didn't really I didn't line that up too good, but hopefully I'll get it. I'm a really lazy scanner. As much as I like doing it, I'm not so precise. But we got a couple good gas sites, so if our new bros want to do some gas huffing, we've got an instrumental core, which if you look, instrumental core has tons of shit, but don't worry about that. We're not fucking gas miners, are we? We are PvPers, true and true. Last sig. It is not a wormhole, for the love of shit cake. We've got a sleeper data site. So as soon as I'm done, I'm going to pull my probes. We're done. So you don't want probes on scan too long, because then people will say, hey, there's somebody in here. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy paste, Control A, Control C. We're going to open up Pathfinder, and we're going to make sure that this system is selected. We're going to Control V all our SIGs, so other people who are checking Pathfinder can see, hey, C5A has an instrumental core, whoop-de-doop-de. It's got 2 wormholes. We can mark this as the home hole. And we can mark this as EOL, whatever the fuck it was, C2 EOL. Just so people have it. Cool? Cool. So now what? We've only got one way out. Let's go back home. Another thing I want to try and do is kind of show D-scan, how I D-scan. But there's nobody in here, so it's kind of hard to show anything. So we're going back home. Usually I check the show info. Sometimes things change. Sometimes they can go EOL. If you check it often, you're able to kind of get a better idea of how long the hole will last. Yum, 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 yum. All right, so let's go to that C3A. Go. Don't forget to cloak up immediately. Keep checking D-scan. And always check to see if your SIGs, if you have a new one. Right now, obviously, they've all been ignored. Seems like it's still good. Sorry, I do that really fast. I just kind of skim through the words to see what... I look for keywords to see if anything's changed. Okay, here we are. We've got a bunch of wormholes in here. Nice, nice, nice. Let's go to LowSec. All right, we have a Lowsec A here. I'm going to warp to it, cloak up, because I want to show you guys some descanning. So some wonderful person already scanned the system down. But first we should actually check to see 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 2 more SIGs in here. Before we go into Lowsec, I fucked up. Let's get the hell away from the hole quickly. We're gonna recloak. Come on. We're gonna drop probes. Read the fuck cloak, because we got 2 SIGs in here we don't recognize. So I've got FYF, AYM. I'll delete those. Not delete, ignore those. ESK, QHK. Ignore. Data WNA, DQQ. Ignore those. We are going to try and figure out the home hole is... No, we're on the Lowsec. So our home hole is here. Is it? Where is it? Where's our return dot? It must be this one. Yes, it's this one. So we know just by looking at this that our return hole is the IHM signature. So we're going to update this since nobody did. IHM, go. We're going to ignore IHM. We're going to get to scanning this motherfucker right here. Because these are new. You got to keep tabs on this. You got to see, holy shit, there's a new wormhole in system. Because if you don't know this, you're going to have people dropping on your head that you were not expecting. Because you were not keeping tabs on the signatures. Which is wormhole life. Like 101. Don't let them get the drop on you. But fortunately, it's just a gas site. At least this one is. Fortunately and unfortunately. But be a good scout and keep track of everything. It's very important. Bountiful site, beautiful. Gas site, go. Let's get this other SIG. So remember, when you double click on anything here, it'll reposition it. Makes it really easy to center your screen. And remember, double clicking allows you to orient how you're looking at things. So once we're done with this, if it's not a wormhole, yay, it's just a gas site. We're going to go into Lowsec and do a little bit of descanning because I want people to get good. I keep hearing people, how did you find him so quick? How'd you get there? How'd you even know he was there? It's very easy. There's a couple tips that I can, oh fuck. Thought I had this one. Okay, I'm gonna pull my probes immediately so they're not showing up. Save the last gas site. We're going to copy paste all of these into Pathfinder. Select. There we go. Ah, see, nobody did. Oh, yep, somebody did. We're gonna paste the rest of them. Update. Cool. Cool. Now, let's go to Lowsec. Check the hole one more time, make sure it's stable. It looks like nothing's happened. Larger ships, good, good, good. Go. Jump, jump, jump. First things first, descan. What do you say? What do you see? 0 people in local. Do we have a return? We don't have a bookmark, so let's set it to .lowsec A to, oh my god, I can't even think straight. To C3A. So we'll mark this as A. We're going to C3A. Whoops. And we don't know which is the SIG because we can't really tell. This is where we are. It's hard to tell which of these SIGs is actually the right one, so we're just going to save it as is. All right, so a little descan thing. I say check the GET gate. Make sure there's nobody there. If you press the letter C, your camera will orient and track. Actually, I want to make sure that I know what that is. I think it's combat. Yeah, toggle auto tracking. Set this toggle auto tracking to any key that you like, You can basically turn it on and off. Right now the tracking is on. I can look around. Let's cloak up. Cloak up, fool. If I want to look at the sun, see if there's anybody at the sun. I usually do like a 30 degree, just to get an idea. But there's nobody in system right now, so it's kind of like silly. Let's see if there's anybody nearby. I'm going to open up the map. But I want to get the fuck... Don't let things block your overview, guys. Don't ever do that. So make sure you move it. What's going on here? Move. Fat cakes. Alright, I have my statistics set up for average pilots in space in the last 30 minutes. I can actually do ships destroyed in the last 30 minutes. We'll usually show if there's any action. But I'm not seeing much. So let's go back to average pilots in space. Looks like from... we have one pilot here. Let's go see if we can find him in the GET system. So we're going to warp there. Boom. Go. And I can say, oh, check the gate, see if anybody's there. I make sure I orient my camera towards this Stargate. Start scanning. 5 degrees will be very precise. 5 degrees will tell you that there's absolutely nobody at the gate. So get used to fucking around with this. Get used to changing your ranges. You can also do it with a scroll. So if you want to get really precise scans. Let's go see if there's anybody here. Oh, somebody jumped in. Oh, damn. Just missed him. Let's go back. Go back. Turn on my afterburner. Go. Burn back to the gate. If I click it, it'll happen faster. Alright, we just saw somebody in local. Just want to try and pinpoint them. And kill them. Alright, so it's this guy. Who's he? Member of Industar. Don't know. There he is. Oh my god. Rattlesnake. Rattlesnake is warping off to the station. Oh, let's go see. Gonna cloak up. Sometimes the camera will fuck up, so just be careful with that. And make sure you turn off the C tracking thing, otherwise you're gonna be like, ah. So I turn it off, press C, that way I can click my overview and not have things fuck up. Is he this way? Or did he go to the other station? Oh, where'd he go? Oh, he's landing. Here he is, there he is. He went to this other station. So I'm gonna go keep eyes on him. So if we had a small fleet right now, we could be like, holy moly, we've got ourselves a rattlesnake in Losec. He looks like he's doing dead stuff. Or maybe he's just doing missions. Isn't he handsome? So a lot of the things that I do for seeing where people are is pressing this C button and tracking people. It's very important to be quick about where the fuck somebody is. But now we know he's docked up, so there ain't much to see. But yeah. This is, I think, a good little quick tutorial on how to scan real quick, how to look around, what the process is, what things you should be doing, kind of without even thinking. You should be checking signatures, you should be updating bookmarks, you should be scanning systems that have unfamiliar signatures. Getting used to looking around, using the compass. The compass is very important. It'll show you where things are in space, help you orient yourself. So I'm gonna head back. Do a quick check, make sure nothing's changed. But yeah, I was hoping to find somebody to kill, but you know how it is. Let's go to the C1. Looks like the only other wormhole, because this is EOL. We probably don't want to fuck with that. Let's go to the C1. We'll do one more system. And we will conclude this hashtag tutorial. And I'll try making different ones for different things. I just kind of wanted to show you guys my setup. Show you guys how I fly, kind of get an idea of how or what the fuck I'm doing when I'm flying around. So maybe you can pick up on some of these habits and, you know, become better players for it. So right here, somebody did not mark this. C1A, it is fine, it's stable, but it is small ships, only small ships. So you want to put frig here. You can put it in capitals, you can do whatever you want. Frig hole. Go to Pathfinder. Oh, we haven't even jumped in yet, so let's go. No one's jumped in the C1. Only frigates can come through here. You have to check that shit, otherwise you're going to be asked out when you're calling for friends and you're Astero and they're all in cruisers and they can't get in. All right, we've got a lot of SIGs in here. We don't have a bookmark, so make sure we save it. This is going to be .c1a to, oh my god, C3a. Right, it is a shattered wormhole. It'll show you right here. And we'll just put an A in front of it. We'll mark it as SHA to C3a. We'll fix this. SHA, whoa, to C3a. Before I do anything, because I know I marked it as C1a. Somebody marked it as C1a here. C1a. Oh, it's fine. We'll fix it later. So first things first. I don't think you can anchor a citadel in here. So all these SIGs are just for us to scan. We're going to warp to the sun at like 70, cloak up. Go get a look-see, see if anybody's actually running sites or anything. It would be hilarious if I could catch somebody. So keep spamming D-scan. It's a long AU warp. It's going to take a little while. Keep spamming D-scan. See if you pick up anybody on scan. Sun. Not really picking up anybody. And if you use your tactical view, Control D, you can kind of see. That's actually not a good example. I was going to show this, the D-scan cone. D-scan cone will show you what you can actually D-scan. You can see the circle. Everything in my range is here, but look at all this other part of the system that you can't see. I don't have eyes on any of this stuff. So I'm going to keep warping around. Still out of range of these, but that's okay. I'm going to try and see if I can cover more of the system by D-scanning. And see if, hey, is anybody on this side? Is anybody over here? But no, it doesn't look like anyone is. These two are still out of range. These two sectors I haven't touched, but I'm going to be lazy and just... So I'm going to wait till I land, and then I'm going to warp at 100 to something over here, planet or whatever the fuck. Don't warp at 0, guys. 0 is death, unless you are coming in hot to fight. Okay, so we're moving, we're coming this way. As soon as we get kind of in range, I'll start scanning, scan, scan, scan. Looks like nobody is fucking here. Turn off the cone, don't need it. But these shattered planets, man, these things look dope, and I think I'm gonna get uncloaked. Jesus. Maybe not. Click away, click away. Don't get uncloaked by the giant rock of death. Cool, I didn't get uncloaked, but I will uncloak. And pro tip, if you're uncloaking for any reason, align somewhere. Don't just be pointed to nowhere, because if somebody jumps me right now, I can fucking warp out, no problem. Let's do a little scanning. There's a lot of SIGs in system, so I kind of open up the scan pretty big. Cloak up. I probably won't scan this whole system for this video right now, but we'll do a little bit. Another pro tip, signatures will appear 4 AU around a Celestial. Maybe a little bit more, 4 to 4.5. I've seen some stuff, some like far off SIGs, but signatures will not like appear. If there's no planet over here, you will never find a signature over here. Because it's not, they gravitate towards Celestials. See this? Little pocket here, little pockets here, pockets here. That's how SIGs work, within 4 AU of Celestials. Celestials are planets, moons, shit like that. Big things in the system. They will gravitate towards them. So don't go chasing a ghost SIG if it's showing that, oh, it's probably over here. It's not. That's too far out. Okay, we got a wormhole. And I'm actually going to go sit back on our home hole to see if anybody comes in. And notice how I go at 10 kilometers. You never want to go at 0. You will decloak yourself. And intel is bad, guys. Intel is real bad. Don't give the enemy anything. Don't let them know who you are. Don't put your ship name, like my ship name is fucking Arios. You can't tell it's my player. Whoa. Oh, we found a nice central data site. It's a Sancha site. You can run that with any T1, T2 hacking frigate. And I'm just gonna run through the SIGs, man. You know, this is what I do. I like to collect all this information because this is how we get fights, guys. We have intel, we have bookmarks. We can come back and see somebody running things in this hole and immediately have all of the access to the bookmarks, catch them with their pantaloons down. But anyways, we're gonna cut this because it's been kind of long so far. Hopefully this helped someone just get some insight into me. Not necessarily, I'm not the best player in the world. I can't even scan this fucking signature down. But yeah. So guys, Blackstar, let's get better. Let's get better together. Leave me comments, leave me any tips, anything that you want to see that you don't understand yet, anything you want clarified. I'll create more and more videos for you guys because this shit is fun and I want to get you all to be the best Capsuleers you can be because you will help the Corp. So let me help you. And let's party. I'm definitely going to try and record some more combat stuff. We got to get these kills on videos, man. Guys, get some recording software. Let's get different angles of different fights. I think that would be so cool. So anyways, this is Nicola signing out.